When we got together, I mean, I was actually feeling pretty uninspired. On the other side of COVID and everything, it was like, oh, like, should I keep doing this? And like, I kind of was in a bit of a writer's block. In retrospect, I'm like, I was depressed. So it was a weird time to actually start this project because I was like, I feel so uninspired, I feel so unmotivated. But I also like feel this like inside me that like, I have to do this, you know, at least once.
Only thing that means anything is a kiss before sleep and knowing that you'll be there in the morning. And I cry sometimes to get my way, but I wouldn't do it if I could do it myself.
I would say this album is a long time coming. I've been writing songs for like 20 years, at least at this point. And this is something I've obviously always wanted to do. The way I got started was my dad played guitar, and more in like a hobby capacity. And like he played a lot of like classic rock and stuff like that. And would always try to get me to play when I was growing up. It took a while for it to take, but I think I was probably like 13, 14 years old. And that summer for whatever, and I think it might have been because my buddy told me that chicks dig guitar players, so I was like, okay. I was like, I'm gonna learn how to do this. But I was also like getting inspired by like artists like John Mayer was like a huge influence of mine, and I loved like his acoustic guitar playing early on and wanted to learn some of those songs. So anyways, there was like a summer there where I just became completely obsessed, and that's like all I would do.
When I was a boy, I hadn't to care in the world about what other people thought, but just look at me now. I can't figure out how to let it all go. And I'm almost ready, I'm almost prepared enough. I guess it's time to give up.
And then it was around that time that, and I'd call him my cousin because I don't really know how cousins work in the family tree, but Joey, who you know well. And I grew up in Southeast Texas, and they were living in Austin, Texas. And he came down for some family event, and there were some guitars hanging around, and we're all sitting outside, and then he picks one up, and he just starts, like, he doesn't invite anyone in. He just starts playing some of his tunes, and, you know, slowly we all start gathering around. And I was just super inspired by that. Like, it was like not even a concept to me that you could write your own music or write your own songs, you know? And so I just kind of latched on, and he really, I mean, I'm so grateful for the way that he, like, very early on, I guess, saw something in me that I don't know if that I had seen in myself yet. He just gave me a homework assignment that was like, next time I see you, I don't know when that will be, maybe it's 6 months, maybe it's a year from now. Whenever I see you again, like, you're gonna play me an original song.
I heard them say love is blind, found both of us just fine. The poison arrow pierced right through me and through you. And it's the only thing keeping us alive. If we don't move it, we'll be fine. But if we break it, we just might die.
I was coming to Austin a lot, and Joey was just like, I may have an opportunity for you to get in the studio, bring your best 2 or 3 songs. So I show up and I bring a few songs, we cut a couple acoustic demos, and then the third one I basically play exactly like I would acoustic, and JR in an afternoon goes and plays every single instrument, like drums and bass and guitars and keys and whatever it was, and it was like in a couple of hours this is just like this full song. At the time, like, me, a teenager, you're sitting on your bed playing an acoustic guitar and going, like, I imagine what this could be. Getting that was like just incredibly inspiring for me. It was inspiring to see you do what you did. And like ever since then, you know, a dream of mine to be able to get back in the studio with you.
That's the idea. Okay, here's what I think would actually be cool. Is the first one, just do like, leading me home, but I'll be alright. Just do the end of it there. And then on the last one, do that whole part. Leading me home.
a little bit terrified to like cut vocals here in the studio, you know, because I had everything I'd done previously had been on my own, and so if I like screw it up, it's, you know, no one else has to hear it. That was probably the scariest. In fact, because we did Habit of Loving You first, and like you were like, yeah, should we cut the vocals? We were like, maybe next time. Like I wanted everything to be like done, and I was just like never ready to like record the vocal. And once we did, I had an absolute blast that day.
Sometimes I need to get away from this life, clear my mind and waste my time. It's freedom that I'm running to, but I can't shake this habit of loving you. I've tried to refuse, it's just no use.
A very special and unique part of this record to me was recording the reprise of Still My First Try. We had about 25, maybe 30 people in the studio, friends, family, people I love and care about, come be a part of this record.
There is something really cool and kind of deeply spiritual about the song that seems to connect with everybody. Kind of cool because we were just singing this part over and over again, and then the more you sing those words, the deeper it seems. The whole thing was surreal, really. It was like a liminal moment, you know, for everybody.
It was a really special night.
Just being human.